I just talked to a White House official who told me the White House is confident they have the votes going into this tomorrow, but they're not sure. They can't say for sure that they've got it in the bag right now. They're feeling good, but there still is some uncertainty, and that's why all eyes are going to be on this 3 p.m. announcement from Susan Collins. She's going to suggest how she will vote tomorrow, and that could really throw this thing one way or the other. Take a look at the cloture vote this morning. Now, remember, cloture is not the same thing as final passage. Cloture just simply means that you're voting to end the debate and really get on with the voting. Earlier today, it was a real squeaker, 51-49, Republicans prevailing to move ahead with the Kavanaugh nomination. The president tweeting that he was proud of the Senate for doing that. A couple of key people to watch. Senator Collins said yes to move on with the debate, to end debate and move on with the voting. Flake said yes as well, but Lisa Murkowski of Alaska voted no on this and suggested that she does not believe that Brett Kavanaugh is the right man for the Supreme Court right now. So that was something of a surprise. She was one of the votes that people have been watching very carefully. But of course, the rest of Washington is going to be watching this Susan Collins announcement this afternoon. Just because Collins voted yes for cloture to get on with the voting doesn't mean she's necessarily going to vote yes in terms of confirming the nomination. So that's one to watch for. But maybe that yes vote on cloture gives us some sense of which way she might be leaning.
So if Murkowski and Collins or one other do vote no, that means it lands in the lap of Mike Pence. Am I correct?
Yeah, well, right. And if you get a 50-50 vote, then the situation is Mike Pence, the Vice President of the United States, can come up and break a tiebreaker. I don't think that's ever happened before with a Supreme Court nomination. We were just talking just before we came on the air about the Clarence Thomas vote, which was a very narrow vote. But in this case, this would be something historic. It's very, very split here in Washington, D.C. And of course, these things have gotten a lot more partisan over time. Decades ago, even a decade ago, these votes were overwhelming. People of the opposing party would generally vote for the president's nomination unless there was something very, very unusual going on. Now, it's a much more fraught process.
Our executive producer, Sandy Cannell, just said 52-48 was the Clarence Thomas vote.
Yeah,
years and years ago.
This one could be even tighter than that, believe it or not.
Sounds like it might be. Eamon, thanks.
You bet.